Hi, I'm John Stockdyke, the Editor-in-Chief of AccountingWEB, and I'm pleased to join you here in our product showcase with SmartVault. Now, the purpose of these short product showcase videos is just to give you a more intimate and closer look at how a particular application can solve the problems you face as an accountant. Now, here to show us around SmartVault is George Kaisis. George, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Good to be here, John. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Well, SmartVault is an American, quite a well-established American cloud developer. It's got a cloud document management system. It's come to the UK adapted it for a different tax system. But what you may not have anticipated, or they may not have anticipated when they came to market, that of course we're going to rip up our tax system and reconfigure it, and instead of that annual process of trying to collect in records from accountants, we're going to do it 4 times a year, and hey, let's make it 5 times a year, because you probably need to get the supplementary documents for the end of year statement. It's a whole new question of volume and complexity for the practitioners, but is that something SmartVault is aware of, and can you make their life easier?
We certainly can try. Well, since obviously you mentioned there the 3 years ago where we launched in the UK, things have changed quite a bit with the whole tax process and the introduction of making tax digital as well. So what SmartVault have done very recently is released a new feature called Request Docs, which basically is there to help accountants bypass the whole back and forth of requesting documents through email. So sending out an email to a client going back and forth, and basically eating into the accountant's time, taking that time away from more meaningful and valuable parts of their process and their job day to day. So with Request Docs, we can now request that information through the SmartVault portal. Your clients can then log in, upload the documents which have been requested, and we can easily track exactly what documents are still outstanding and what we have also received.
Okay, it sounds just what the doctor ordered for practitioners. Could you show us how it works?
Of course. So here I am in my SmartVault portal, my SmartVault dashboard from the accounting view. And shortly I'll show you the client portal as well, so you have an idea of exactly what that client is going to experience when they're receiving that document request and also uploading it as well. So if I jump into Request Docs on the left-hand side here, we've then got the option at the top right to request those documents. All we have to do is search for the clients who we need those documents from. So I've got a client here, Andrew Abbott, and then we can choose our template, which we would have already created in the background. Now, SmartVault already has its preset template. So on the topic of tax, we've already got one here for tax. And all we have to do here is choose a folder for the year where we want these documents to sit in once our client has uploaded those documents. With the templates, we can build our own. Obviously, our training team will help you do that, and they're completely customizable to exactly what you want. So as part of this tax template, I'm requesting all of this information here. And you don't have to have all of it in there. You can, as I said, customize it. We can type in a message, which is essentially the email body. So I can send a message to my client, just giving them a brief background of exactly maybe why you need this or when you need them to upload this by. When we click Send Request, we'll get a little tick saying this has gone out to the client portal, and then we'll be able to track exactly what's happening with that request in our dashboard here. We can see when the request was sent, we can also send reminders, and we can also review the requests here. So we can see we've still got all of these documents outstanding. Once they have been completed, we can mark it as done and move on to the next client where we need those documents from. So if I log out as the accountant now and log straight back in as the client, I'll be able to show you exactly how that client is going to get those documents over to you. So if we jump on the left-hand side here into File Exchange and then click Requested Documents, you can see I've got those tax documents, and I've got 23 tasks of 23 to go. So I click here, and then I just have a list of every document which has been requested from my accountant. So I need to upload a copy of my pension here, my P60 or P45. Then it's just a case of either dragging and dropping from your local machine, or you can click here and then choose a document to upload. So I can find whatever that document is. In this case, we'll just take this one here. And then we can type in a message as well. So this again is like your email body. That's click done, and then we can click submit. We don't have to complete them all at once. When I click submit, This will go out to our clients, and then you can see here that I've got 22 tasks left to do.
Excellent. And just to clarify, back in the accountant view, will they get the same kind of progress check, and they'll be able to sort of see at a glance how many documents, who's coming back fastest, and where the laggards are on their client lists?
Exactly that. And then at that point, that's where the reminder kicks in. So you can see exactly who you're waiting on those documents for, send out the reminders, which will hopefully give them a little bit of a nudge to get those documents over to you.
Yeah, it sounds very helpful. As I say, that is the answer to every accountant's prayer. So that's request documents. Now, we've had another, it's a sort of the bedrock question, sort of that the whole document retention issue comes down to is one of our members earlier in the year talked about what their dilemma when they had a request from HMRC for a document going back to April 2018. Now, what exactly is the requirement for document retention, and how will SmartVault sort of simplify and make that easier? Can it take some of the pain out of that, all that kind of archiving admin?
Of course. So HMRC basically states that you need to be storing those documents for at least 6 years. And I believe GDPR as well says that you need to be having those documents in place for as long as possible. Where SmartVault helps is just having that secure online environment where you can easily navigate and find those documents and essentially have them there for as long as you want. We can also, we're looking to release features where we can have automated document archiving after a certain period of time as well. If I just give you a quick idea of exactly how that looks. You can see here, I'm back in my client, Andrew Abbott, who we've just spoken about. And you can see I've got a folder structure for this client. So I've got all of my accounting documents, tax, payroll, and so on. If we want to go and find those documents, it's just a case of clicking inside the folder, and then we can see those documents. We can see exactly when they were uploaded as well. And then once those archiving features come into play, we'll hopefully be able to have a separate area where we can manage all those documents which have been archived over that certain period of time, which HMRC and GDPR suggest we need to adhere to.
Thank you very much for that answer, George. That's a great sort of overview introduction to SmartVault and the sort of tax and HMRC admin requirements. If you'd like to find out more about SmartVault, make sure to watch a companion video where George tells us a bit more about the company and about its email capture function. It's another very handy aid to the busy accountant these days. Otherwise, we hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to come and see us again at AccountingWEB, or visit smartvault.com to learn more about SmartVault and sign up if you like what you see. For the moment, thank you, George, for sharing that information with us, and we look forward to seeing you all at AccountingWEB's product showcase very soon.